Coronavirus – David Icke kicked off Facebook, for publishing claims such as suggesting 5G mobile phone networks are linked to the spread of the virus.
Here's a summary of the article.
Facebook has taken down the official page of conspiracy theorist David Icke for publishing health misinformation that could cause physical harm. Mr. Icke has made several false claims about coronavirus, such as suggesting 5G mobile phone networks are linked to the spread of the virus. Following the ban, his Twitter account posted, "Fascist Facebook deletes David Icke, the elite are terrified." A YouTube interview in which Mr. Icke falsely claimed that a Jewish group was behind coronavirus. Later, the telecoms regulator Ofcom found local TV channel London Live in breach of standards for an interview it aired with Mr. Icke about coronavirus. David Icke has promoted several conspiracy theories on social media throughout the pandemic, and has consequently found himself in hot water with social media sites and broadcasting regulators. Facebook looks to have followed suit in recognizing that the conspiracy theories promoted by Icke fall into their bracket of harmful misinformation.
This post received a score of 23,000, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
How is David Icke still getting people to listen to him? Didn't he spend like 10 years claiming the moon was a hologram?
Yes. I had a friend who killed himself because he hated living in a world where the governments control people and are lizards and the CIA invented the moon, or whatever the theory is. So sad.
To be fair, he killed himself due to mental illness. If it wasn't Icke's stuff, it would have been someone else's.
True, but people like Icke feed those delusions to the mentally ill, and that reinforcement tends to contribute to why they may not seek mental health help. Mental health is the base problem, but people like Icke, Alex Jones, etc. contribute to the issue and make it worse.
I can confirm this, when I was manic people like David Icke made it worse for me.
Same, stopped drinking that conspiracy Kool-Aid a couple years ago and my life has been better ever since.
If you don't mind me asking, what took you down that road in the first place?
I was also experimenting with drugs, mostly hallucinogens that forced me to ask myself questions I hadn't ever really considered before pertaining to the meaning of life, specifically mine. I spent a lot of weekends smoking weed, watching YouTube videos about how everything is related to the New World Order blah blah blah. Either way, I wanted out of a world that I thought was fake, so yes, I contemplated suicide as well. So I rode out the storm, stopped watching conspiracy shit, learned to find credible information and resources, and most importantly, I focused on the things that actually made me happy instead of things that were out of my control.
Well shit, thanks for the detailed reply. That is some really interesting insight and I think definitely highlights a common problem, lack of ability to critically analyze information. But I'm glad you came out the other side and you're doing better.
In the meantime, I get drawn toward the theory, but when I get around to doing actual research, I realize instantly how stupid it is and I back the fuck off. In the process you learn so much fascinating stuff, and you realize how much amazing proper science these people miss out on. You almost feel sorry for them that they feel the need to create such a depressing bubble for themselves, and it isn't even true. Yes, we have seen new species emerge into nature out of existing ones. So far I've seen that almost all arguments against the theory are very poor philosophical or mathematical ones which lack even a fundamental understanding of how it's supposed to work.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.